Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How are you doing today? How is your day going? Thank you, guys. Welcome back to my live stream. Thank you, guys, for being here on another amazing, beautiful day, Tuesday, the 28th of March, 2023. How are you doing? And how is your day going? I believe your day has been kind to you. Let me know in the comment section if your day has been good. For me, my day has been exceptionally great. All right. So, how are you guys doing? Coming. Let's talk about Nigeria. Thank you, Estelle's Family TV. Thank you for being here, beautiful. How are you doing? I hope your day has been good. I apologize in my last live stream. I got so emotional because of what is happening in my country, USA. And yeah, if you watch that video with me, you understand. If you're yet to watch that video, that is the live stream before this one. Thank you, Estelle, for being here. Thank you, guys. I'm not sure I shared myself out. I think I did. All right. Yes, I did share myself out. Why is this saying okay? All right. So thank you guys for joining me today. How is your day going? How are you? What is going on in your location? Welcome to my live stream. Welcome, my beautiful, amazing people, all of you. Estelle family, thank you for being here. And the four of you watching me from out there, thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share and don't forget to leave me your thoughts and contribution in the comment section. Once again, welcome to my live stream. So it's another day I'm talking about Nigerian politics, and my case today, my topic today is Fani-Kayode and his exchange of words with the British ambassador. Thank you, the Chief family. Thank you, beautiful one. How are you doing? I hope the day has been kind to you. I hope you and your family are doing well. Thank you for joining me today on today's live stream. So, can I for your day, Fani-Kayode, before I will say his name wrongly, pardon me on that. All right, all right. So, Fani-Kayode was an ex-minister in Nigeria during President Obasanjo's administration. He was an aviation minister at the time, and he served from the state minister on to being an aviation minister. And he was a PDP member at the time. And we've seen him cross party lines, jumping from one party to the other, speaking from different sides of his mouth and his faces, because he has different faces, okay? It depends on the face that is paying the bill, he will switch to that angle. And it depends on the party that is footing the bill, he will automatically change his tone. So recently, he has been in the news all for the wrong ones, okay? For the wrong reasons, he has been in the news. I remember when they were about to conduct Nigerian gubernatorial election, he was one of the people championing Lagos is not a no man's land and all of that, which naturally you wouldn't say Lagos is a no man's land, because we believe in tradition, we know where our origins are and all of that. But the word and the phrase Lagos is no man's land was actually originated by the former governor of Lagos State, Jakonde, where he was trying to welcome foreign investors to come and invest in Lagos. So he used the phrase Lagos is no man's land. But during the election, we saw them play the ethnic political subject and topic, making it look like it was the Igbos in Lagos that started that conversation. But it was actually the Yoruba people that started the conversation many years ago, during the time of Jakonde, the former governor of Lagos State, and even during the second time of former governor of Lagos State, in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He also used that phrase. But it's good when it fits them, but it's bad when others use the phrase. So people speak from different kinds of their the amount depending on who is footing the bill. And we have seen that in the case of Fani-Kayode severally. He has opposed Buhari when Buhari was contesting for presidential election in 2015. He was Buhari's strong opposition. He was in political People's Democratic Party at the time, opposing APC people, which is the Buhari's party. And we have heard him on videos and interviews speaking seriously about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who happens to be the INEC presidential select of this Nigerian election. So he was seen on video interview that made round this week talking about Tinubu can never be president of Nigeria, that he was a drug baron in Chicago, USA, and all of that, that he's not qualified to be the president, to even contest for the seat of the president of Nigeria. I'm stating here the comments Fani-Kayode has made in the past and the interviews he has granted in the fact. Everything has been dogged out during this course of his behavior on the internet. So now everybody has access to this information I'm talking about. Is all over the news on the internet, reminding him what he said against Tinubu, what he said against Buhari, and what he's saying now. So the man Fani-Kayode is on the watch list of the British High Commission in Nigeria, because they were so concerned on how people are fueling the election in a very wrong way, making people do some certain things, inciting, will I say, because of YouTube, I'm trying to get a very mild word to say here because of YouTube. So they were busy talking about it, making it look like more like ethnic politics rather than the national politics. And then they said a lot of things against a lot of people. So the American embassy in Nigeria also issued a statement that those that are causing problems during the election, that they're going to be putting out some review in case they want to do visa application. Likewise, the British High Commission in Abuja, they released those official statements on their Twitter handles with the Nigerian embassy. No, I'm sorry, let me get it right. American Embassy in Nigeria, American High Commission in Nigeria, something like that on Twitter. This information were all over the internet. But the British High Commissioner in Abuja was granted an interview where he was very specific in calling names. So he said that they already have 10 people on their list of visa restriction, and Fani-Kayode made the list for a particular statement Fani-Kayode made, which the man, quoted. Instead of Fani-Kayode to think about it and how to be diplomatic with it, he went all the way, his usual self, on how to attack people with some wrong words against the British High Commission in Nigeria. There was nothing this man did not write. There was nothing this man did not say about the British High Commission, because the British High Commission in Lagos, or rather Abuja, made a statement referring to those that were fueling the situation in Nigerian election, telling them for anybody that contributed to what happened, what they saw, what they witnessed during the election, would definitely have a visa restriction to their country. And I want to put it here, he is not acting alone. He is not acting in his capacity as just a personal person. He is acting in the capacity of the country, United Kingdom. This man cannot just say those things on his own evolution. He is a representative of the United Kingdom. So for him to have made those statements, which they publicize, means that the United Kingdom is watching and also taking note of every person in Nigeria that contributed to what they saw, what they witnessed. We all witnessed during this election. Definitely, you're going to go through the visa restriction in case if you want to come to their country, because you can't cause confusion in your country, and then because you have a British passport or rather British visa, you want to run to a safer place. So they are taking that very seriously. And it was very brave of the man to even mention name because he felt that particular statement that Fani-Kayode made was totally wrong, morally wrong. Anything you can think about it, those statements are not what you should be saying when the tension is high. But knowing Fani-Kayode, who feels that he's above the law. Why do I say he feels that he's above the law? Let me refresh your mind a little. This is the same man that drove away his partner, because I'm not sure if they were legally married, drove away his partner that gave birth to 4 boys for him. And even when the woman went to court to have access to her own children, this same man, Fani-Kayode, defied the court order and refused to grant this woman access to her children for 2 whole years. The woman had to seek international law to help her. People start signing petition, which I also signed. Signing petition through petition.gov, trying to make sure that some other help gets to her aid, to tell her own partner to allow me to see my 4 beautiful children. It took 2 years before Fani-Kayode could do anything, granting the woman access to her child. That is why I say he feels he's above the law. All right, let me welcome beautiful and amazing people today. Thank you, Real Housewives of Lagos and Abuja. Thank you for joining me. Estelle, you know I love you. Thank you for being here. The Chief family, thank you so much for being here. All right. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are most welcome. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. And also, most importantly, leave me your thought and concern in the comment section. All right. So this same Fani-Kayode thinks because I know how to speak English, I can say anything I want to say and get away with it. There is no law that can stop me. I am above the law. I was a one-time minister in Nigeria. I know the politician. I speak for them. I fight for them, especially when they grease his palms. He will be at the forefront fighting for them. I will take you guys a little bit, back just the last 2 years where he was fighting Bola Tinubu, telling people that Bola Tinubu wants to get to power by force, by fire, by force, any means necessary, wants to become the president of Nigeria. But that will not happen. That an ex-convict cannot be a president of Nigeria. These words came out from Fani-Kayode. But today, his mouth has turned around. Like I said in the beginning of the video, he changes faces as well, changes his mind, his mouth, his thought, and everything. So far, you are footing the bills. Why do I say that? How could you tell me that a man with integrity, having spoken so ill of somebody, will turn 360 degrees and start singing praises to the person? A man with integrity would have thought about, oh my goodness, no, I don't want that position, I cannot deal. But not Fani-Kayode. He changes so quickly like a chameleon. So if it's right if you call him political chameleon, you won't be wrong doing that. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, you see, we are thinking alike, my darling. He's like a chameleon. Exactly what I said. And we put it out at the same time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That guy should stop. But unfortunately, he has nobody he has any respect for. I know Yoruba people are the particular culture with so much respect for their elders to the point that a senior, your sibling that is older than you by 1 year, you can never call him or her by their names. You can't address them by their names. Okay? You have to address them either auntie or sister. That is because of their culture. But recently, this same Fani-Kayode took a big swipe on President Obasanjo, calling him all manner of names. And I began to wonder, is this man still okay? Is it that nobody, no elder in Yoruba land could call him to caution? What is going on with this man? he made a statement about Obasanjo, saying that how could Obasanjo sit in a convention where Iwanyanwu is another elder statesman in Nigeria from the eastern part of Nigeria. Iwanyanwu gave a speech in the recently concluded 1 year memorial for, not memorial, 1 year celebration for the Anambra State government. And also the governor, Soludo, did the event, invited them. So Iwanyanwu called to order what every one of us witnessed that happened in Lagos, how they were burning the Igbo people's stores and markets in Lagos because of politics, how they were flogging them with koboko and whip because of election, how they disenfranchised them by making them to go back to their home, chase them out of the polling unit because of election. So Iwanyanwu spoke that the kind of rascality that he witnessed should not, nobody should take an evil person for granted, because if you do, they are going to retaliate. Then Fani-Kayode came saying, how could President Obasanjo sit there and Iwanyanwu that he used to respect be saying that? That it simply means that the story making rounds that President Obasanjo was given birth by an Igbo man could be true. Fanny, how low can you go? You're really beating so low below the belt. Because of what? How much did they pay you? How much was the offer for you to insult your elder statesman in Yoruba culture? Wow. When I read what he said about Obasanjo, I was taken aback. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Okay. I've seen it here. Let me even read it out so that people can also hear. This is Fani-Kayode writing. I'm actually right now on his Instagram handle. That is his Instagram handle. So he wrote, "With love to Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, the fact that our revered leader and one of the fathers of our union, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, can sit there and say nothing when Chief Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, an elder statesman who I have always respected, described the entire Yoruba race as rascal that the Igbos will deal with, tells me that the rumor that he's not a fully fledged Yoruba man, that his father was an Igbo man, might well be true." He is referring to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. And this is another Yoruba son attacking the elder. What? What is going on here? What is going on with Fani-Kayode? Are there no elders to tell him stop? You have done all the things you did to Vival, the guy that contested for Lagos governorship election in the party of Labour Party. He is your junior. But now you're now taking this same insult to your elders. Oh, that is the extent of how this guy is moving. He's a moving train. And I hope somebody will put a little brake on his speed, because it's not beginning to sound okay. There is nothing dignifying about what he said concerning his fellow elder statesman, a Yoruba, well-respected Yoruba man, in the person of President Olusegun Obasanjo. So, whatever the case is, this is not the OBJ, that is Obasanjo, I once knew, loved, defended, and worked so hard for. Something has gone wrong. So because Obasanjo was in that convention where Iwanyanwu made the speech, guys, me and this my hair, okay, where Iwanyanwu made the speech, and Obasanjo did not say something, because what Obasanjo said was that he remember when he was president, he appointed Soludo as his advisor. From there, because Soludo advised him rightly, he now appointed him to be the CBN governor. And at the same time, he appointed Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala to be the Minister of Finance. The Ngozi, as we speak, is the Director General, I think, I think they call them Director General of World Bank. That's where Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is. From working with Obasanjo, she moved to the World Bank. So Obasanjo was recounting his days with these people. That and then some people called him aside. Why did you appoint Soludo as your CBN president, right? Yeah. And then you appointed Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala as finance minister. That means you have ruined Nigeria. So Obasanjo looked at the man and said, what is your problem? The problem you're suffering is Igbophobia. So he tried to explain what Igbophobia means. And according to Obasanjo, that these two people that were in his cabinet worked so hard, advised him well that he has no regret appointing them, and they were the best of the ministers that he ever had. That came from Obasanjo and his words. You can go online to read it up on his speech in the Anambra State event that happened just a few days ago. So my question is, what is going on with Fani-Kayode? What is going on with that man? So for the fact that somebody is paying the bills, has that gotten to the point that you forget your elders and then disrespect them to this manner, saying that Obasanjo's father is not a full-fledged Yoruba man, that the saying that his father is an Igbo man may as well be true. Just like they said that the Labour Party candidate that contested for governorship election in Lagos State was not Yoruba enough. Why is Nigeria going this route? What do they stand to gain? Is personal interest and personal gain now bigger than the country's gain and country's achievement? That's a question we all need to dig in today. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Kechi Cynthia. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate all of you. You guys are amazing. God bless you guys real good. Oh, what a beautiful day. Mel Fitness, thank you for being here. Trending Gist with Octavia, the Real Housewives of Lagos and Abuja. I did call you this morning to know how you're doing, but I didn't get through with you this morning. I want to believe all of you are doing great and amazing. So please, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name again is Oyoyo. Don't forget to like this live stream for me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're coming in for the first time. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well if you're meeting me for the first time. Thank you guys once again for being here. So I like this conversation to be, I would like a chit chat kind of conversation. I don't want to talk just by myself. I need you to contribute because my live streams, as usual, are conversational. So we are discussing, and I'll be dropping my link as well. If you have one or two to add to what we are saying today, don't hesitate to jump into the live stream. All right. Thank you guys, amazing people. You guys are simply amazing. Thank you for the love and support. So my link is down. In case if you want to jump into the conversation, kindly do so we can all deliberate and share our opinions. All right. So now the question is Fani-Kayode, is he a British citizen or is he just a resident of UK? Because I know he schooled in the UK. Oh, I have somebody joining me. Sweetheart, Tina, is telling me your device is not connected. So please check it again and then try to join back. Thank you so much. Oh, Real House, I know you were not there. That was a long time, about 3 hours or 4 hours ago that I called you. Yeah, I called you around 9:30 a.m. my time, and it's now 2 p.m. All right. So please try and log out and log in back to see if it will connect. Don't hesitate, guys, to join me in this conversation because I want to know what is going on with Fani-Kayode. Fani-Kayode, I keep missing his name up. Fani-Kayode. My thumbnail says it all. Okay, I can see Tina now. Welcome, Wanyoma. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good
Okay.
afternoon here.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you. So, what do you think is going on in our motherland country?
Okay, and thank you for bringing up these topics. Like, I I kind of envy your courage, like, because I know if I have to come up to talk about Nigeria, it's either I'm putting my head on the board or no, they are coming after me. Thank you for being so diplomatic in your words and all that. If I have to say my mind, one question I'll ask: why are those people? Why are they still breathing? Why are they still being kept alive? Do they have sense at all? Do they have family members? Do they have people who think, who would like ask them questions? Are you okay? Today you're here, tomorrow you're here, next tomorrow you're here. As in, I don't. Can't they hide their shames? Can't they hide? Can't they go? Don't they know they have already dented their lives?
Yeah,
Do you understand?
absolutely.
Honestly, it's so shameful. You just because you want to eat the crumbs on the table, you swallow back what you said yesterday. You say something
Honestly.
today, tomorrow you're saying a different opposite, directly opposite to what you said today, just because you want to get something from the table. Only when God decides to help our country, that's the only time it can be
Hey,
helped.
Tina, really? Is it that bad? Is only God went?
On,
Are you?
only God. Only.
Hey,
It's only Him. Because as it is now, I
but
don't even.
I have a question for you. Don't you think that God has done his bit, that is now left for human beings to determine?
No, we still need more of Him. I still believe we need more of Him because if where of course he would always see us as his instrument, but he need to fine tune the instrument. When it's getting blunt, you need to sharpen it again. Because if we look at that, God has done all he, I don't want to believe that God has done his bit and he should sit aside and watch us perish in the hands of this evil,
No, do you know? It's,
knowing that he hasn't taken his power off their hands.
I completely differ with you on this one. See, God has heard our prayers. God has done his part. The remaining is for us to do our part. Okay, let me put it this way. I saw that young people took to the streets of Abuja to march supporting Tinubu's presidential election, saying that anybody that is opposing it is trying to diminish the democracy and all of that. Then, when you look at it that way, you start asking yourself, how much money were those people paid to
Exactly.
take the march? This is a country that is going through pain already. They want to go through worse pain. As we speak now, I don't know if Tinubu has made his way back to Nigeria. He has gone for medical checkup so that maybe more steroid will be put into his system to make him strong and fit, right? Then next year, he's claiming to be 71, but that we all know is not his age because I think his daughter should be close to 71 if you ask around. So the thing is this man has done his bit as a human being. He should be resting now, but he decided not to rest. He wants to become the president, okay? He has done everything necessary to make sure he got to be called president-elect. Now Nigerians are speaking. We did not elect you. We did not elect you. INEC selected you. And some Nigerians took to the street to march, to demonstrate, saying anybody saying anything to the contrary, the person is a joker. You see, that's why I say God has done his bit. The remaining is for the country to march on and say, you know what, we did not vote this person. I have a record of what or the votes I casted in my polling unit, and I need INEC to explain that to me. The court is there. The court will not shut their doors. If they need to call witnesses during the election tribunal, the doors will be open for witnesses. But the people can't just sit quiet and think God will hand the country, a beautiful country in the platter. Check the history of other countries that are doing great today. Most of them did not just wake up and become what it is now. People fought for it, people marched for it, people carried placard, people went to court. But the thing is that most of our people, they sit so unbothered. Why? By the time they head to the market, that's when I'll start hearing how it's affecting them. The price of things in the market today is too high. It's too high. I say you push you please carry your own price in the market. We don't cry about the price on the market for us. There was a time during this period that we bought egg for $11. Egg you used to buy for $3 and change. You understand? And we don't make any fuss about it. This is the opportunity for Nigerians to speak up. Most of them went to the polls. Have they deleted the results of the election that they photocopied on their phones? They have those evidence. They should be speaking up. But are they speaking up? No. Has life moved on? Yes. And we are still calling on God. God
Okay.
can.
Okay, let me more or like add something there. Okay. Starting with the recent protests about people, in fact, at a point, it was more like a joke that they were demanding that the other party presidential candidates should congratulate the president.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you made mention of how much were they paid. Okay. These people in power, these people that want to remain in power, want to continue subjecting the citizens of Nigeria to poverty so that they could eat your birthright just for 2,000 naira. Okay. To a certain degree, I do not blame the youths who came out because they were paid, and they are more like touts. They were paid to just in a situation whereby you're lying, doing nothing in a day, and you're being offered 3,000 naira just to come and walk and follow them. As in, the poverty has gotten to that point that they are good with making that 3,000 per day just by walking around. Okay. Then why I believe that we still need more of God is that according to the scripture, no matter how hard their hearts are, that God can still break in. Coming to your statement about whether the youth have deleted their reports or are they talking, yes, I did remember that immediately after the election, when they selected the candidate they wanted, there was an online a link up stating that if you have the result of your polling booths,
Mhm.
please send it to that link. So I think the only thing that is holding the situation down and making it, because they know the system of Nigeria, we just act. After some minutes, everywhere will die down and they will proceed, life will go on. That is the tactics. That is exactly what they are working on. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, I believe, and I want to believe the hand of God is still there. They will be disappointed because Obi is coming in with lots of evidences. Okay, those reports and results were actually collated, so it's there, it's waiting. But will the people who are supposed to take the decision, who are supposed to come up and say, okay, let us verify these results, are they going to give room for that?
And
No,
that's another thing we'll
they
be
are not going
discussing
to give
today.
room for that. Not just they are not going to give room for that, they have already decided. And if one of the things I was thinking about yesterday is that we need someone to get into that position, or the senators to change that law empowering INEC to do whatever they want to do. Because if we have a law that a sole well, whoever that may call himself as the INEC chairman cannot decide on how to run his business both behind and publicly, I don't think he will be empowered to select somebody and we cannot verify it. And now, because the law is binding on his decision, the court cannot change it now and say
No, no, the court
INEC.
can.
But the law says
The
that the
court can.
INEC has the right to decide the means of collating and publishing results. That's what I
Yeah.
heard the law says.
INEC has a law. There is an act that was passed yesterday to enable them use this Beaver and IREV and all of that. So they stipulated all of those, but the court can change everything. Okay, and that's why
Okay.
they have the tribunal. That's why they have the Court of Appeal and then the Supreme Court. The problem I have personally is that I don't trust the court system. Let me try to explain a little how it works. If Tinubu comes in tomorrow, right, and they have judges that are already retiring, right, they're going to retire. He will appoint another set of judges to the Court of Appeal, to the Supreme Court, and he's going to appoint his own Chief Justice of the country.
Yeah.
And he's not going to appoint anybody that will favor Mr. Obi. He
Yeah.
will appoint people that will be in his pocket. You understand?
Yeah.
Answerable to him. Nigeria claimed to have three arms of government, but I tell you, the three arms of government are not independent. That is what I can say. There is this thing here that they interviewed the Chief Justice of the Federation, asking him question what to expect during this in this election coming. The man looked very confused and said, "Well, that you expect the country and Nigerian citizen expect me to interpret the constitution and work with the constitution and with the help of his colleagues in the Supreme Court, the judges in the Supreme Court, that he's going to do that." Then by the time he finished, he started looking at them like this, right? Right? Are you second guessing what you just said? When I was like, I said, who was this man trying to concur? Let me say this one in Igbo. Ima got me to know Mona. Ipucho, we see the thing that support one. You understand? Then by the time you're not supporting me, I will look at you now. Tina, I barakba before the meeting.
Oh my God.
So I saw the video interview. He's actually posted again at Area Father, which is Charlie Boy's handle on Instagram. I saw it. I couldn't stop laughing because the man already, like you said, they've already made up their mind what the ruling of the court is going to be. And there is this lawyer in Nigeria, is a senior advocate of Nigeria, Olisa Abakoba. I mentioned him in my last live stream about Nigerian politics, but I was calling only his last name because I forgot his first name. He has been a lawyer for over 45 years. Those were the people we looked up to when we read their cases, you understand? Then he said that a lot of things had happened in this administration that he has lost hope of the court of the judicial system. So if somebody that has practiced law in Nigeria for 45 years, a senior advocate for that matter, is saying that he has lost hope, that he doesn't know what to believe now anymore because of what he has witnessed. He gave instances that ordinarily the Senate president is not supposed to be Senate president as of right now because he went and contested for an election. And the law says before you can contest for an election, you have to resign your position. So he went and contested for primaries under the APC to become a Nigerian president. He lost at the primaries to Tinubu and he came back to the Senate House. So which constitution is backing that up? None. So you see, and then the Supreme Court did what? They seconded there. They've all agreed with him. He's there as the Senate president. He now said that he doesn't even want to talk about what happened in Imo State.
Yeah.
How they imposed a governor to the Imo State people who came, was he fourth on the list? Is the
Yeah.
governor. That they have messed the constitution up. This is Olisa Abakoba talking. A renowned jurist, renowned and sound lawyer, senior advocate, over 45 years of legal experience in Nigeria. If somebody like that is saying he doesn't know or trust what this Supreme Court is going to do because of the precedent they have set so far, who am I to say otherwise? I've been telling my audience here that I have 1% hope that the judicial system in Nigeria will do something. But that my 1% hope, I'm still hanging on it. It hasn't moved to 2%, it's still on 1%. Then you talked about something very important. How hunger has made those people that even if it's 2,000, that you're going to pay them to March or 3,000, they are willing to accept that 3,000. You pay them at the end of the March, they will go to their various homes. But deep down in their conscience, they know they are hurting. There is no employment. There
Yeah.
is no electricity. The prices of food are not friendly. There is no money to even withdraw when you have the money in the bank. You cannot even get cash. Even with the order they have collapsed, you can't even get enough old notes, talk more of enough new notes in Nigeria. CBN on Friday said they should work through the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. You understand? You're giving private banks the condition to open their branches Saturday and Sunday. Are you also considering the fact that it's going to pop their salary for their employees because they will be paid? But they don't consider that because they don't do what? They don't pay by hour. Because you're fully employed, If I like, I wake you up from your sleep, you must earn the same income, the same salary. They don't consider the citizens at all if they are making this decision. Because I have the authority, you must abide by what I say. Look at this man I'm talking about today, Fani-Kayode. Fani-Kayode feels is above the law. That's why he can. If you see the kind of things he wrote about the British High Commissioner in Abuja, you feel sorry for this man. What offense did the man commit? Because the man was standing in the path of justice. You have spoken a lot of ills about people, and we are watching. Your name is on our list. But my question is this: I thought the man was a British citizen. I thought he was born in UK. That's what I'm thinking. Because if he was born in UK and a British citizen, that means the name being on the list has nothing to do, because you cannot stop a citizen from entering his country. That's the part I need to verify on. All right. Thank you, guys. Is there anybody I haven't welcomed? Thank you. Please don't forget to like this live stream for me. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to leave me your contribution in the comment section. It's very, very important. Then I now went back. There was this interview of Fani-Kayode. The interview he made about Tinubu 2015, his plan of becoming president. When they say this thing, go back and forth, switch their tongues and their lips and their mouth and faces, they think Nigerians, we have dementia, we don't remember things. We still remember, okay? We have those videos. And I like the fact that Nigerians, you understand, have access to smartphones. So anybody can post it now and share it to his following or her following. See, this man kept on, he wrote yesterday, saying no manner of things about the man. 10 hours ago, he posted another one, and he's continuing. He kept on writing about this man. Permit me to add the following addendum to my earlier personal response to the little Englander. That's how he was describing the British High Commission. I asked, who is this strange little British diplomat who believe he can tell us what Lagos State should be like in the terms of ethnic makeup and how it should be run? That one, as if that one was not enough, he said again, let me read the one of it. He said, I call on the British government to recall Mr. Ben Jones, the Deputy British High Commissioner from our country, for interfering in our internal affairs and attempting to involve himself in our politics. You can imagine the propaganda this guy is using. He's ready to go to any extent. He's not, he has no integrity to protect. He has no anything to protect. He doesn't care about what people are saying about him, because people lost faith and hope on this man because of his switch of tongues. When I mean switch of tongues, we all know what he has done in the past. How he fought Buhari. From fighting Buhari, they even called him, he's one of those, I remember what he did to a journalist that said, who is bankrolling you now?
Bankrolling you. He said, do you
The
think I'm
journalist
here for?
asked a simple question, and that's true, because people are always bankrolling this man. Once you start bankrolling him, he will give you everything you want to hear. So the journalist asked him, who is bankrolling you now? He picked up on the journalist and told him what they haven't told his ancestors since their lineage began. By the time he realized how he got it back on the internet, he came back to apologize that that is not his true person, that he was just provoked, blah, 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 blah. My question is, who is Fani-Kayode? Can somebody tell me who that man is? What he wrote about Obasanjo and Iwanyanwu, I was like, this man, no, 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 no. Are the Yorubas still there? Nobody is telling him to stop. You don't insult Yoruba elders. And also, I'm beginning to have a different perception now about the Yoruba and their culture. I remember during this election, after the election, they won the state of Lagos. They now, somebody, one of the Agboros, did a postcard putting Obasanjo's picture and other people that opposed the fact that what they did was wrong, saying they are Yoruba betrayers. And nobody said anything. I didn't hear about any elder statesman calling that young man to order. I did not hear that.
My sister, I totally applaud if you're talking about Nigeria, honestly, because I've the last time I joined your live stream, I said mine is 0.001, if you remember. Because some of the things you highlighted here, I'll just be wondering. Okay, let's take example the MC Olomo. You were making reference to a young guy who doesn't even have a position. What about this person that we know that he's in control of a certain segment of revenue in Lagos, making such statements publicly? Should he not been arrested? Rather,
Thank you.
the inspector general of police said it might be a joke. Do you understand?
Hmm.
So I think only God can help Nigeria now. Then coming back to Fayemi Abi, whatever he called himself, it's so annoying. It's just annoying how I think he came up when we started hearing his name. He came and people believed him for the good of the country, and that was why he became, so to say, popular. He was speaking against the ills of the government then,
Then,
and that was how he found love. He found the favor in the eyes of the people, not knowing that he was strategically planning his way to be bankrolled. And when he got that question, direct question, and he fled up. And at the end of the day, what happened? He still went back to leak those nonsense that he spat out. Okay, so we don't know whom to run to or where to believe or what to believe, but I want to believe that only God can help Nigeria. To be honest,
that's why I like back Nigerians.
only God can help Nigeria because the whole thing is so complicated in all angles. All angles. You can't talk about, okay, now we are making reference. Why would, it's so crystal clear. You came out and said that this is Tinubu's plan to get on that seat. Even with his health condition, can't he continue being the Lord? He is the, what do they call them
Elder
now?
statesman.
Elder statesman, and be put someone who is capable.
Yeah.
Okay. But one question I want to ask you here, sis, is uh I don't know if it is against the law. You know, my career, my line of career is totally different from anything that has to do with politics and all that. But I don't know. Is there no possible? Is it not possible that the international court, international laws, and like when we mention some of the countries that are undergoing some wars and all that,
Hmm.
can't they look at Nigeria and
No,
decide that they can let
no,
them
they can't.
interfere? They
They
can't
can't.
interfere. It's against the law.
Yeah, they can't because
It's
election
serious.
is local. Election is domestic. You understand? It's
So
not
that's why they
international.
are doing what they are doing. That is why,
The
because
only time you will see them interfere, assuming Togo is fighting with Nigeria, international bodies will come up. But because it's a local thing, they can't. And again, if the citizens, that's why I say everything is in the hands of the citizens. If the citizens decide today to write a million petition that this is not who we voted for, then there will be some hearing. You get what I'm saying?
but we'll be writing petitions now.
Which one? Which one did you today write? Which
Anyone they
one?
bring with petition, this is not the election.
No,
This is not whom we
no, there
wanted.
is nothing being signed. There is nothing. We are not. I really applaud the young men that went to INEC, singing Nigeria we believe, Nigeria we want. But what INEC did is against our will. You understand? I understand that. But they can't just move on as, same old, same old. Nobody cares. Nobody, I beg, what will you even do in my pocket? Let me go and do my business. No, you have to demand for justice. You have to ask for it. Now they have gone to the court. If you think that the court is not there to give justice, this is the time for you guys. If you don't trust the court, if there is anything you're seeing that the court might do, you have to start now by voicing out what you think is wrong or any evidence you have. This is the time.
They are actually putting up things. Yesterday, I saw a picture online of Tinubu and the current chief judge of the nation, right?
Yeah.
I saw a current picture of them stating that they are friends. So
No,
what
they
would you
can be
expect?
friends. There is nothing wrong in them being friends, okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong in them being friends. Where the problem is that if anything passes under the table, you understand that you can lay hold on or trace, saying that this is for the suppression of justice. That's where you have an evidence.
So
And if this
who will come up with that? Who will come when he is busy throwing at them with millions of dollars,
no,
and not just
somebody
the
can come
dollars,
up with it.
not
Remember,
just the dollars,
remember
he's ready
the
to take them down too.
No, remember somebody, they said that they met in London and all of that. These things are very easy to trace now. If it's London, it will go through the banks, it will go through the wire. So it's easy to trace money. Unless if you're going to buy property on behalf of somebody, you understand? You buy the property on another person's name, those, and then wait until everything is all home and dry before you do the transfer. That's where you're having difficulties. But if there is any exchange that anybody can prove, you can be able to get that evidence and get it to the court that because of what this evidence, you don't think that this man is going to be fair and neutral. And our people, we know how to cover this thing. If they had called Tinubu to be a drug baron, so the man knows how they do all of those. They know how they wash the money. They know how they get it clean. They know how they get it back into the system without anybody asking questions. The thing is this: people cannot move on with lives as if nothing happened and expect international community to come and help them. You guys have to ask. The country has to make their voices known. You can't just say, oh, no, no, no. They will not listen to you because you're not at war. They can only come when there is war, which becomes a problem because another country is involved. But so far as a domestic affair, they will allow you, and then ask you guys that they are watching, the least they can do is to put sanctions in place. And by the time they put the sanctions in place, it's not just those, it's not, it will even affect those big shots. Guess who the sanction is going to affect? Is that local woman in the village, because the prices of things are gonna go high. Let's not forget, Nigeria is not a manufacturing country. The
Yeah.
common toothpick we use in Nigeria is imported from China. Toothpick. Bathroom slippers they wear to go to the farm or market is imported from China. So it's going to affect the poor masses more than it will affect the riches. The likes of Tinubu, he doesn't know the price of milk, the cost of milk in the store. Whether milk is sold at 10 million naira, Tinubu doesn't know. All he knows that he has chef that makes his food. So, but who is he going to affect? It's going to affect the poor people. I remember when they were doing also Abiola, when Abiola won an election in June 12 story. A lot of Igbos in Lagos, they ran back home. And when they were running, they did not go with one bag of salt. They were buying like 10, 15, 5, because of what happened during Civil War. Lagos was a ghost town when the Igbos left. People should not forget that, because I was in somebody's live stream. I watched it after they had played, saying that yes, Lagos is accommodating. Lagos made those Igbo people. Lagos made people because of the number of people that lives in Lagos, number of people that live there, that do business there. That's why they were able to like have the economic power to make money in Lagos. When they did Abiola, June 12th, that people ran, Lagos was a ghost town because a set of people went back to their community because nobody stood with them during the war. They fought that war all by themselves, fighting the North and the West. So nobody wants to recall. If you really ask the Igbo, they don't want the war, but it seems that the only people that can be able to like ask for freedom. Nigeria is no longer working. It's not working. It's unfortunate what it has turned to. And at this, we're willing to let the Igbos go. Since you don't want them even in your state in Lagos, let them go and chart their own course. No, they won't go because resources are abundant in that part of the country. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
I
Let me
think
walk.
I
Yeah, go
think
ahead.
I think this will be a different topic someday. I would want you to probably discuss. What has the Igbos done to the other parts of the countries, to the other tribes? At the mention of Igbos, it's as if they are coming to take away their kidney. Why? Why?
See, see, that conversation is really needed. I
You
remember
don't
when
praise it small.
Obasanjo was president. I don't know why I love that time when he wanted to start a constitutional amendment, but he now fell on during Yaradua and Jonathan. So they did the constitutional amendment. A lot of people were selected. The thing is this about Nigeria. Most times they do those things, they don't select those that will have better opinion. People are there going to collect money to better their families and not to better their communities even.
Exactly.
So our people, that selfish thing, me, myself, my pocket, and my family, that is the problem that is making them worry. That is a very big problem. And like I said, and I will keep saying it, Nigeria needs reorientation. And that reorientation should not start from youth service. It should start from age 4. Age 4, that is when reorientation should start. Teaching young kids what it takes to be patriotic Nigerians, what patriotism is all about. Teaching them, I am a Nigerian first before you now start thinking about Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. They need to teach them that. Let me give an example. In the US now, right? Your parents live in a particular state, you have children there, they are from this state, but maybe you will go to college in another state. That's where they want to go to college, and they finish college in that state. They will, mommy, we don't want to come back, we got job already. You can't tell them to go back to their state,
Yeah.
because it's not their state they're after. The first thing you ask them, you say, I'm an American. Oh, then nobody will ask you where are you coming from. Mm-mm. Oh, I'm an American. Oh, the only time you hear somebody ask an American, oh, that accent, they'll say, yeah, from the South, because the South side of the country, they speak different from the northern South of America. You understand? The southern people, they stretch their word. Oh, no, yeah, you all, that's the southern, you all that Nigerians are copying and speaking, that's the Southern American. So when somebody talk like that, you say, oh, I think, is it Georgia or Texas? Because you already know where that person grew up from. But the moment they leave where they are born and went to another, you can never ask them, where are you from? Because they are Americans. But go to Nigeria, meet somebody at the airport now in Nigeria. The
Mm.
moment you say, oh, hi, like, for example, me, the moment I say hi, Omo Igbo, because you've defined me, because I yellow, I be Igbo. If I know be Igbo, I be Calabar. Do you understand? That is the big problem. We are so used to the fact that our tribe, our region, and it's not going to help in that nation building we are talking about. It's not going to help in one Nigeria. It has never helped. It will not help. And they even made it worse now, because this news set talking about it now, they woke up the things that our fathers witnessed, our fathers saw during the war, that a war and then events after the war tried to bury. They woke it up now. Young people now understand that they are not welcome in a certain place. The next thing they will ask you, why is it that you people are always leaving your hometown to come to? Somebody said that, I think it was one celebrity in Lagos, said that Lagos is like London to Igbos. Why London is like abroad to Yorubas, but Lagos is abroad to Igbos. You can understand how they try to, demean the other person. Because of what? I'm gonna give an example here, which I've cited several times in my life streams. There is one lady, one of my sister-in-law was telling her schoolmate in Nigeria that you don't want to come and live in the US, that you do well, blah blah. You know what the lady said? You see, if I come to live in the US, now who I go do oga for. Now who I go spray money, I go spray water if I carry my jeep, they pass. Nobody, I can't splash water on anybody. I can't do oga for anybody, because everybody in the US, they are equal. kind of. And
Wow.
this is a country whereby a nanny can decide to buy a Range Rover. She's doing a
Yeah.
nanny job.
Yeah.
In the US, a
Yeah.
doctor is driving a Range Rover, a nanny is driving a Range Rover. They don't care. But back home, if I'm driving a Beetle and you carry your Mercedes Benz, and by chance we were just trying to manage one road, the person with the Benz can come down and slap me. Do I want to scratch or dent his Benz? The thing is this: poverty, poverty has engraved itself in the minds of the people that they don't want to think beyond their noses. And it's very, very unfortunate. Thank you, Treasures G's, for being here. Estelle, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Oh my goodness. Treasures G's from Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for being here. All right. It is only a fool that will make such statement. Very big problem, or it will not help. Okay. I think I caught up with all your conversation in the live chat. You guys were greeting each other and all of that. So the thing is this: because of stomach infrastructure, a lot of people, they sold their birthright. They are not interested in moving forward. I've said many times in my live stream, my mother's experience the first time she came to the US, that was long before I came. My mother came to visit. Just getting to the airport, the woman saw airport. Hey, she screamed. The first thing that came out from my mother's mouth was, so you mean all these governors and all the presidents, they will come overseas and see all of this thing and come back and do as if they did not see them? Why
Honestly.
can't they build this kind of airport in Nigeria? Is it that the country doesn't have money? The country has money. If anybody can tell me in the chat or in the conversation today, when was Abacha president again? When? Over 23 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Abacha was president over 25 years ago. Up till today, they are still remitting his looted funds. To tell you the kind of money Nigeria should be enjoying. But unfortunately, the money are stacked all over the place. Safe heavens, that's where they send the money. The Swiss, the islands, where you cannot account for it. It's very sad and so unfortunate that that is what the country is. And again, Fani-Kayode, back to him. Fani-Kayode is the man that we can call the political chameleon of Nigeria. Honestly, he is the man that knows how to switch. In fact, his own, he doesn't even care about shame anymore. Who does
Uh-huh.
integrity? Integrity doesn't help anybody. That's what he will tell you. If I'm here saying I'm not accepting this money, who is going to pay my lifestyle? Who? So he has embraced Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he spoke and made interviews saying he can never be, he's not qualified to even contest in the primaries. How much more the election? But the moment money changed hands, the man's brain switched. He is now, if you go to his Instagram page, that used to be his family page and all of that, everything you see there is P2B. Now he's finishing the British the British ambassador. Is P2B, Dati, this young man of Lagos, Atiku. That's all you see in his page. That's all you'll be seeing. Is either he's insulting this person today, he's insulting another person today. The man has lost integrity. And it's unfortunate that it's coming like this. Because you ask yourself, how low can someone go? Oh, I lost Tina. Sorry about that, sis. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for joining me. Maybe her network went off or something. Thank you so much for joining me, Tina. Then you ask yourself, how low can this man go? How low? What change? From the same man you were speaking against, now you're speaking in favor. What change? Is it that Nigerians can't think below in between or see things clearly? What change? How come Tinubu, you said, is not qualified to contest, is now the one you're championing for? What change, Fani-Kayode? What change? Why are you speaking differently from what you said in 2015 what you said 2017, what you said 2019, and up to 2020 and 2021, what changed? Is it because someone is footing the bill now? Is it because somebody is back rolling you now? So you forgot everything you said about that person, and now you are the number one cheerleader. What changed? How low can a man go? The power of currency, the power of money that can shift a man's brain. When he sees the black, he will say it's blue. The power of money that can make you speak from two sides of your mouth at the same time. What a state of the nation. What a country. Thank you, Cos Rep. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for being here. Claudette James. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. I missed you in my early live stream today, this morning. I talked about the Mississippi, Nashville, Mississippi, what happened to our kids at school. I wish you were early. We are here today to discuss that with me. That was very emotional. That was really very emotional. Thank you guys for joining me today. So I need this answer. I need to know what changed in Fani-Kayode's mind. So is it money that dictates the pace? Is it money that tells them, that encourages his speech or the interviews? Is it he who pays the bills gets the fattest share? What changed? Are there still men of integrity left in that country, Nigeria? Are there still men of integrity? This guy, because he was called out by the British High Commission in Abuja, has been on a cursing spree against the British ambassador. He started writing more than 4 paragraphs of statements against this man. Now he's calling the British government to withdraw the man back to Nigeria, that the man was meddling with local affairs. How low can this man go? If you speak the truth, they will turn it against you. The British ambassador to Nigeria simply said what he witnessed, what he saw. But this man is on and on calling him names. There is no manner of thing he hasn't said. I can't even start reading all of them here. I can't. And his own write up are so I don't want to use those words because of YouTube and Facebook regulation. But let me read what he said here. He is better suited to work as an air host or hostess on British Airways, serving drinks and food to the passengers in the economy class of the long-haul London-New York transatlantic flight route than working for the British High Commission in Nigeria. It is the sign of great disrespect to our country that the so-called diplomat that is as shallow. I don't want to go on saying all the manner of things he said about the man, simply because the man mentioned his name on the list of those that are going to get visa restriction. All right. Oh, all right. Thank you guys for being here. We all Nigerians know the Fani-Kayode will talk in order to get money to eat. He tried with Buhari, but president did not look at him. He decided to patch with the governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello now. Yeah, I'm happy people know him for what he is. He's all after his stomach. He's all after the money you're going to pay him, and that is just his way. He has proven. If you guys recall, when a young journalist, asked him a question, who is bankrolling you now? This guy flared up. Not minding that he was in a news conference, he started raining all manner of, insult on this journalist, saying all kinds of things about the guy. He talked and talked to the point that the guy's whole ancestral lineage was also dealt with in that his speech. By the time he realized that the nation cried out about how he treated the young journalist, he came back to say he was sorry, blah, blah, blah. And that sorry, he never meant it. Now it's obvious that somebody is bankrolling this man. And the same, once you bankroll him, you shift his brain. He forgets quickly what he said a day before, and he starts singing to your praises. That's what we call sycophants. Those that cannot stand for the truth and truth alone, but they are there to praise you even when you're doing wrong. The same man you said is not qualified to contest for presidency, that Ahmed Bola Tinubu, in a Ganifa, in Fani-Kayode's words, said that Tinubu is trying to become president by force or by fire. He should not get there. He's not qualified. He was an ex-convict. He was the same man you are singing praises for. What a life. All right. Okay, cost rep, I got you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Money change hands for greedy. Yes, money change hands. You said it right. That is it. He's a young man who doesn't have ambition only to follow anybody who will give him money to eat. That is so sad if that is the way. He's a young man that doesn't have an ambition, follows anybody. It's very clear. Remember when he was following Jonathan, PDP, fighting against Buhari. Buhari won the election. He switched and started following Atiku, fighting against Buhari, and Buhari won re-election. Okay, now he's no longer on payroll of Atiku. He switched party entirely, and then started campaigning for the opposition that you went on interviews, write up, newspaper. You were ready to answer any journalist at the time to speak against Buhari, to speak against APC, to speak against Tinubu. Now you took back everything you vomited, and now you're speaking in their favor. Hi. Posterity will judge this man, honestly. Posterity will. Posterity. Hi, Oni. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being. Guys, don't forget to like this live stream. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook. If you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube here. Turn on your post notification bell because I go live 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Let me know where you're watching me from as well. Contribute to the conversation because it makes it more interesting. All right. So when I read this battle of words with the British minister, just because the man granted an interview and said because of what they saw that his government is placing a restriction on visa application for anybody that participated in what they saw during the election. And they have seen what this particular man, Fani-Kayode, has been writing on Twitter, on his Instagram, on Facebook, granting interviews, everything he has been saying and all the videos. This guy picked on the British High Commission without any other thing, calling that they should withdraw him. Honestly, it is so sad. It is so sad how people can quickly change so far you're footing their bills. It is so sad that we don't have men of integrity anymore that will see black and say black is black. Rather, they will tell you that black is green. So far, the green dollar is entering their bank account. It is indeed sad that is the world we live in. That is where we have found ourselves. It is truly sad. All right. So I'm here trying to find he has said a lot of things which I'm not here to talk about because I don't want to play his videos here. But if you want, you can just type his name and type his interview he granted against Mr. Ahmed Tinubu. You're going to watch the video. I think it's from Channel News that he had that interview. You're going to watch it firsthand and listen and see things for yourself. So, guys, Today was a good day, though it didn't start so well with me because I had a live stream earlier today where I talked about what is going on with schools in America, especially what happened yesterday in one of the elementary schools in the States here. It's unfortunate that's what the country is going through. And now I'm talking about politics and I'm talking about Mr. Fani-Kayode, who is now listed on the watch list by the British High Commission in Nigeria over the election words, banter of words. Okay. So, guys, thank you immensely. I'll be running this live stream up in the next 7 minutes, okay? And we'll be calling it a day. But I'm gonna ask you, please, you that is watching me behind closed doors, like this video for me. That's the best you can do for me. Put in your contribution as well in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel so that you can come back again and get my notification. And if you're watching from Facebook, thank you guys as well. Share this live stream. Also like this live stream and follow my page on Facebook. All right. Onyis TV, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, all of you. I must thank all of you for being here. I appreciate all of you. So to conclude my live stream today, I'm going to say this. If you have any integrity left, uphold that because your children will ask you those questions tomorrow. That is just it. And I really hope that we still have men of integrity, men that will say something and stand by their words, not men that will say something and go back and eat their vomit, all because of money. All because of money. All because of money. The same people you were fighting against are now the people you're pushing the narratives to favor them. That means everything you said in the past, which one should we believe? The current statement or the interview before? You put people into the kind of, okay, which side should I follow? That means anything you're saying is not credible. Any word coming out of your mind should not be taken serious. Because you can't go to national television and be granting interview how bad this man is, how he has faulted the law, how he is this, how he is that, how he's not even qualified to contest. Talk more of becoming a president. And now you are there speaking that he won the election fair and square. He is the right candidate to be Nigerian president. You confuse young people, but not me. Maybe the generation to come will be wondering, which of your statements should I take hold? Which one should I believe? Which one should I trust? I pray that Nigeria will still have men of integrity that will say something and stand by it, whether come rain, come sunshine. That's when you know this man is a man of his word. But unfortunately, we cannot take you for your word anymore because we don't know which one is real. Maybe you're acting in the opera called politics. We don't know. Maybe by the time everything is all gone and home and dry, you become your real self. We don't know. But right now, we don't know who and what to believe about you. Your statement, we cannot believe because you switch very quickly. And it's not good for anybody's integrity. You switch just here. It's not good. So I wonder which one will believe now. The interview you granted a few years ago, what changed is my question. So all those things you said in the past were all lies? Or is there anything we are not getting right? Is there anything we need to understand? What changed? All right, guys. I'll be leaving that today to question what changed to the person of Fani-Kayode. What really changed? What changed that the interview he granted a few years ago, should we still believe that is the right interview or the one he's granting now? Which one should we believe? That's what the Igbo people will say. Such a person, if he tell you the time is 4 p.m., you better look for wristwatch to confirm if it's 4 p.m. indeed or if it's after 4. Because you cannot hold his statement to be anything credible anymore. The way he switches, the way you'll begin to wonder what is going on. But you know what? We can't wander too far because we know he's under a payroll. And because of the person paying the money, that's the person who dictates the tunes. They say it's he who plays the piper dictates the tunes. So if his master is the one paying him, that's the one dictating what he says. And he is doing that job excellently well. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Thank you, Amos. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. I'm rounding up in a few minutes. What do you guys think? Don't you guys think that Fani-Kayode is doing good with his job? That he need a raise because he came all out to fight for his master. He came all out to defend his master. He took back all the things he said about his master. So what do you guys think? Don't you guys think he's doing an amazing job being a spokesperson? Anyway, I want to leave you guys with that conversation. So let me know what you think in the comment section. If you come across this video, do you think that Fani-Kayode is doing an amazing job defending the master he first accused a few years ago? Do you think he's doing an amazing job? Or what do you think? Do you think his words are still credible? Or do you think we should not believe anything coming out from his mouth? Let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I've come to the end of today's conversation. I want to thank all of you immensely. And for those watching me behind, don't forget to like this video before you leave. And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do so. Follow me on Facebook if you're yet to do so. Amazing people, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Though it may not seem not to be in line with current discussion, but however, it's vital to take consideration. Consideration, I wish to know what you're referring to in terms of consideration. But anyways, and Amos, you're meeting me, and my contribution goes this. I am about to round up, but if you can just let it out so we can round up with it. That is swallowing his vomit, same thing Reno did, Bel infrastructure. Reno's on, okay, Reno's own was, he made a video, and Reno, I stopped following him the moment I saw he was going too personally against the person of P2B instead of campaigning for his master Atiku at the time. So I stopped following him on Instagram. And then recently, I saw he was making videos in favor of P2B. I said, wow. I went to the comment section. I wrote, Reno, what's changed? That you have just turned 360 degrees. How come you're speaking in favor of P2B? What changed? He never replied. But come and see comments under my comment. They were saying the reply in the comment section. So you see, he who pays the piper, who dictates the tone. The real saying is he who plays the piper dictates the tune. But I'm saying now, he who pays. If you're the one paying the piper to play, the person dictates the tunes that the piper plays. Okay, so I hope you get the joke. I really hope you do. Thank you guys for joining me today on another beautiful deliberation here on Oyoyo's World. You guys are amazing. And if you're watching from Oyoyo's Kitchen, thank you. Let's be friends on the by subscribing. Leave me your comments and like this video. If you're on Facebook, follow me on Facebook. Like I said before, I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. And I discuss any trending topic as it affects us, and also family, children, women, most especially girls, how is it called? Girl child. Thank you guys for joining. Amos, I've waited for your contribution and it's not coming, and I'm calling it a day. I hope you join me on my next live stream. Then you can share your opinion. Thank you guys immensely for being here. Remember, love yourself enough to be able to show love to others, and also be kind towards others. Your kind words will definitely go a long way than calling people names. And also respect each other as well. Unlike what we noticed from Fani-Kayode, disrespecting the person of President Olusegun Obasanjo. Anyway, I'm going to leave you at that. If you're meeting me now, try and rewatch this video so you can understand the whole essence. Thank you all. Estelle Family TV, thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you guys for being here today. Remember, another live stream will be up on Thursday, same time. Until I meet you in my next live stream, be well, be kind, and be good to yourself and others. Thank you guys.